What's up, everybody? Welcome to the team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. We have the Pokemon World Championship 2015, and we have Mace on stream. For those who don't know, Mace is the one who recently helped piloted the Mewtwo deck that we saw at NAIC. So Mace in 2015 doing fantastic things, making it to the finals of the World Championship with his Seismitoad Crobat deck. Which, if I remember correctly, let me rewind it just a second ago. Mace actually took down Igor in the top 4, which was the 2014 World Champion, 2014 runner-up and 2012 champion. So Igor was on a path again in 2014, about to win the 2015 championship when Mace took him down. And then we're going to fast forward a little bit more. We're going to go to Jacob Van Wagner, who is playing the Keldeo EX Archiestoise deck, as people call it now, with this Team Hovercat shirt on. And that's something interesting to note, to talk about. We didn't talk about this, but in 2012, the Hovercats actually made it to the finals as well, the World Championship. So they were a dominating team force back in the early 2000s. I think after this, I don't know if this is the last you'll see of the Hovercats. I don't remember when they disbanded or didn't really play anymore. A lot of them don't play anymore. Jacob, I think he's still sleeping. Haven't seen him in a minute. But Hovercats making it to two final appearances. Mace making it to the finals too. Very good 2 players. And here we go. We're going to see what happens. It is going to be a Seismitoad Crobat deck versus Archiestoise. All right. So here we go. We see Mace start with double Zubat, which has the free flight ability, which has free treat if no energy is attached to it. We see Mewtwo EX making an appearance with that X-Ball attack and just a pass onto Jacob's turn. Now, this is the first year. Well, I think he can still play supporter cards. You just couldn't attack turn 1, if I remember correctly. But we see Jacob use an Ultra Ball, discarding Blastoise and a Water Energy. So Jacob's deck revolves around Archies. He wants to use that Archies to, if you have the last card in your hand, you can get a Water Pokemon out of your discard pile and get it into play. And then we see there's a lot happening right here, so let's rewind it just a little bit so we can cover what's happening. All right, so we're going to see Mace attack Water Energy Mewtwo. We're going to see him pass. He can't do anything on a Jacob's turn. So he has Ultra Ball that he's going to use to discard 2 cards. So you can see he's going to discard a card and a Water Energy. So he's going to do that. Discard a Blastoise and a Water Energy. That's going to allow him to search deck for any Pokemon and put that down onto the field. And we're going to see him grab a Mewtwo EX of himself. Because Mewtwo is weak to Mewtwo, so you can play like a weird Mewtwo War here. In 2015, there's a Mewtwo War happening, which is crazy. So Mewtwo comes down, and then we see a Superior Energy Retrieval. And this sequencing, I guess, doesn't matter. You can, like, Superior the Water or via Seeker away, or Superior away the Water and Archies. We see that Jacob decides to Superior away the Water and Archies. And Superior says, hey, discard 2 cards from your hand, grab 4 Water Energies from discard pile into your hand. So if he were to discard both Water Energies, like let's say with the Ultra Ball, he would have to grab both Water Energies with the Superior Energy Retrieval. But since he only has 1 in the discard pile, he only has to grab the 1 energy. So that's a little sequence in there that you have to know about this deck. Because if you Ultra Ball 2 Waters and then he Superior away the Blastoise and the Archies, he would have to grab both Water Energies. And this is a pretty big deal because you're going to see him Superior for the Water, attach the Water, and now his only card in hand is Via Seeker, which Via Seeker lets you get a supporter card to grab the Archies. So he's going to grab the Archies and get the Blastoise out with the Deluge ability. And Archie says, hey, this is the last card in your hand. You may search discard pile for a Water Pokemon, put onto your bench, then draw 5 cards. So he's got the turn 1 Archie's Blastoise in play. And now Jacob can go crazy with that Deluge ability, let you attach as many Water Gs from your hand to your Pokemon any way you like. We see Acrobike. Look at top 2 cards of your deck. Pick 1, put it in your hand, discard the other. So we see, once again, there's a lot of stuff happening. It's very, very fast. So let's go over this one more time. So we see Mace cutting Jacob's deck. We're going to see 5 coming out. So we're going to first thing, we're going to see the Acrobike. We're going to look at the top 2 cards. There's Egg and Acrobike. So he's going to discard the Execute. So that way he can use Propagation later on. And now he can use Acrobike again. So the top 2 cards, put 1 in his hand, discard the other. So we see Trainer's Mail and Shaman. Trainer's Mail, look at the top 4 cards of your hand, or top 4 cards of your deck. Put a Trainer card in your hand. Shaman lets you draw. You have 6 cards in your hand. So very turbo energy here. So we see Deluge, double Water Energy. So now the Secret Sword does 50 plus 20 for each Water Energy attached. So he's already doing 110 with the Keldeo right now, very quickly. Then we see Shaman come down, drawing 5. Now he's got an Ultra Ball. He can discard the egg, but nope, we're going to see a Secret Sword do 110 damage already. So turn 1, Jacob has a Keldeo, double Keldeo with double Rush In, Mewtwo with X Ball, Archie's to Deluge, just like attach as many energies as you want, and Shaman just lets you draw. You have a like draw 6 cards in your hand, and you can use this over and over again every time you put down Shaman EX. Now on Misa's turn, he's got looks like we're just going to see Mies concede. Yep, Mies said, I have no supporter cards, I have a side stroke, but I have nothing else. And by then, Jacob's going to be so far ahead that Mies cannot do anything. So, unfortunately, because of that turn 1 from Jacob, it was way too much for Mies to handle. And that's a very smart thing that we haven't really talked about too much during these videos, is you want to know when to scoop, right? I wonder if you can see myself. I know where I am in this video. I'm up here. I'm right up here. No, pan upwards. Oh, well. Oh, well. I was up there in the top rows. I was there. I was there at the Worlds. We actually made day 2 with Hippowdon. Let's go. My favorite story is that I always tell people is I took down Jacob Van Wagner day 1. So I technically took down the world champion. Oh, gosh. I gave it away. Oh, no. I spoiled it. Just pretend you didn't hear that. Oh, man. I already messed up. Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe Jacob will be the world champion. Maybe I'm just messing. Oh, man, I messed up there. Anyways, we'll keep going forward. Oh, Lord. All right, let's keep going. So we still got 71 minutes left. Best 2 out of 3. That game 1 took maybe like 5 minutes, if that. It is a little sped up when we're watching, but that's just because we don't want to see people just like sit there and draw cards and wait and everything like that. All right, anyways, let's keep going. Gonna shuffle up real good here. And we're gonna see can Jacob get this turn 1 Archies. That's what it really comes down to. Can Jacob get the turn 1 Archie? Because if Jacob doesn't get the turn 1 Archies, then Mies can go for a Quake Punch. Quake Punch says, hey, I do 30 damage, but you can't play trainer cards. And trainer cards is like the bread and butter of Jacob's deck. Without that, he can't use Ultra Ball, he can't use Via Seekers, he can't use Trainer's Mill, he can't use Acrobike, he can't use Superior Dribble, he can't use any of that stuff. So I think they're just discussing the match. I don't think there's any like rules going on. I think both Jacob and Mies are good friends. So I imagine this is just like it's weird that to say this is a friendly match. It's a friendly world championship match, right? Is that weird to say? Is that weird to say? But they're both like really good. They're like both fantastic guys. So, yeah. So pretty cool. We're gonna both player shuffle. And like I said, Mies is like a fantastic player. Like I said, he recently helped pilot the Mewtwo v Union deck that we saw in IAC, and I imagine Worlds coming up, Mies will have something else under his belt coming up for the World Championship in 2022, which is crazy to talk about. But here we go. Both players are going to get set up here. Just doing a lot of shuffling, make sure all decks are well shuffled. And here we go into game number 2. I imagine Mies will opt to go first. I could be wrong. I think he does. Probably wants to go first, right? And here we go. There's a handshake. Let's go on to game number 2 on the Mies' turn. Starts that Mewtwo EX. He's got a double colorless. And I can't remember if you could attack turn 1 or not. My brain is not the best of remembering all this stuff. So double colorless going to the active. We see in. So you can play supporter cards turn 1. Okay. All right. I can't remember when the supporter rule changed and when attacking changed. I don't remember. I think you can't attack, but you can play supporter cards. So. Anyways, so both players are going to shuffle. Get 6 new cards. In says both players shuffles their hand, the deck, and draw a card for each prize card remaining. Both players do have 6 prize cards remaining, so we'll see both players get 6 here. All right, and what Mies is looking for is good old probably laser. He's got a laser hand. He puts that Mewtwo to sleep. Well, maybe not. Like, Keldeo can just come out and seek, okay, rush in, but nope, here's the laser. Looks like it is Tails, and Tails, then Mewtwo is still asleep. I think they're discussing the coin flip because Jacob rolled too early with the coin flip. And it doesn't matter. All right, so Jacob will take 30 for poison. 10 plus for Big City Jam. We'll do 30. And yep, there we go. So on to Jacob's turn. They didn't put the poison damage just yet, but there it goes. There we go. All right, there's a poison damage. All right, so on to Jacob's turn. It's time to figure out the puzzle. Can we get the Blastoise off? Right now, Jacob's hand is not very good. He's got a Keldeo, a Muscle Band. He's got Blastoise in hand. Got Acrobike. Okay, so there's a Shaman, so you can at least play the Shaman. We see Compressor probably discarding like Archies and maybe Execute and maybe a Water. So there's Archies, and like I said, maybe one Water, so you can like do that superior energy play that we talked about, where you like discard, okay, Juniper. And then, okay, there's Archie. So Juniper, just in case you draw really bad and you discard your hand, draw 7. That is also a possibility. So you see Rough Seas bouncing that Verbeek City Gem. No longer will Poison do additional 2 damage. We see Shaman for 4. Alright, so he has Jirachi and VS Seeker in hand. So Jacob probably has a way to get this turn 1. He's got Floatstone. I imagine he'll just grab that. He's got a Water Energy. He's got Shaman and Jirachi, which he can play both of those and just like decide not to do anything with them. Oh, he's got Blastoise. He's got Blastoise in hand, so that's probably not gonna let him do it. He's gonna have to Shaman for 3. All right, he's definitely got it now with Computer Search discarding the Ultra Ball or Computer Search discarding the Blastoise and Jirachi. This can grab whatever. We see Compressor going to discard a Water, Water, and Water. So 3 Waters in the discard pile. He can use Eggs for propagation. Put the egg back in his hand. So we see Execute. Oh. Okay. Not sure what's happening. I think they're looking over something. But Jacob has Ultra Ball in hand. He can discard Egg and something else. And fail it. And then he can use VS Seeker for Archies and get that turn 1 Blastoise again. And with this, he might have the potential to take a one-shot on this Mewtwo, because he can like deluge a Water Energy to the Keldeo and like triple Water to Mewtwo and then X-Ball for the knockout if he really wants to. So we'll see if that's a possibility. But I wonder what is happening here. We might just like fast forward because we won't know. Let's just fast forward some. All right, there we go. We see the Execute. Going to use Ultra Ball, discarding Egg and Trainer's Mail. And so grab a second Keldeo. Okay, that's not bad. Just thin the deck out some. Going to grab Keldeo, put the Keldeo down, and then we'll VS Seeker for Archies and get that turn 1 Archiestoise online again. So turn 1, getting the Blastoise out, drawing 5 new cards. And can Jacob find like a superior energy pool? That will probably take a knockout this turn, right? So he's got the 4 Waters in the hand. He's got Execute, so Propagate. We see Egg, okay, yep. This will get back 4 Water Energies, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 in the discard pile. So, we're going to attach them all to Keldeo, actually. VS Seeker, going to grab the Juniper for next turn. Is that enough for a knockout? 5. Yeah, it definitely is, because it does 50 plus 20 for each energy. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow, turn 1. 170 from Keldeo EX. Let's go. Oh my goodness. And we see an end coming down from me. It's going to put Jacob at 4 cards. But as long as Jacob finds a single Water Energy, Secret Sword will take a knockout because then it'll do 190 on a Seismitoad. And he's got a second Keldeo on the bench where he can just rush in with that one and like swap him out if he like some reason like keeps him asleep. Oh my goodness. What a turn 1 from Jacob. Wow. All right. So 4 cards from Jacob. Hit Superior and a Water Energy, so he has a Water Energy to take a knockout this turn. Wow, oh my goodness, okay. So they're just fixing the Rough Seas. He does have double colorless in hand, so he could Quake a Punch here. But, man, that turn 1 from Jacob, like, what do you do with your Mies here? You have to go for, like, maybe a Mewtwo play, but is that even enough to take a knockout right now? Man, that is rough. We had to see like an Axe Ball play, but even then, like 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 with 21, 40 plus Laser Verbank would be enough for a knockout. Like, yeah, that would do it. Oh man, dude, so rough. Let's see what Mies decides to do here. Does he have a Shaman in hand? I think he has Shaman, if I remember correctly. I wonder what the Computer Search grabbed him. Grabbed a Verbeek City Gem. So Verbeek City Gem, bumping that. DCE, Shaman for 5. So no Laser. Oh, there's Laser, okay. Heads the Keldeo to sleep, which doesn't matter because you can rush and retreat. And we will see just a Quake a Punch for 60. It stays asleep, but the Keldeo on the bench can rush in, retreat. And that's what we see there. Get rid of the poison and the sleep. Water G attachment. Secret Sword for knockout. On to Mies' turn. Jacob's at 2 prize cards. This is turn 2 for Jacob, and he's already at 2 prize cards. Jacob's literally taken 3 turns so far in the World Championship. We see Muscle Man going to Shaman. We see In putting both players at, well, Misa's going to get 6. Jacob's going to have 2. And all Jacob needs next turn is like some kind of boss order to bring up the Slice Toad, and he'll become our World Championship. Literally has taken 3 turns in the World Championship Finals, and we could maybe see 4. If he wins next turn, that means Jacob took 4 turns to win a Pokemon Championship. Zubat comes down. We see a DC to Shaman. We could see Golbat retreat to Shaman, Sky Return. Right? Because Golbat has free retreat. If Golbat has Sneaky Bite, you put 2 damage counters when you opponent's Pokemon. We see Ultra Ball discarding a Skyla and an Ultra Ball, or a Skyla and DCE. Grabbing another Golbat here. Okay. Oh man, dude. Jacob is just like on a tear right now. My goodness. Retreat to Shaman. Shaman's got Sky Return does 30. Plus Most Man does 20, so 50. On a Jacob's turn, can he find a boss order? So we see a Rough Sea. He's going to heal some of the damage off the Keldeo. It heals 30 from all your water Pokemon. So it looks like we will not see Jacob win in 4 turns in the World Championship. We'll see a Juniper discard his hand, draw 7. Let's see what Jacob finds here. He's got an Acrobike, Trainer's Mill, and Water G. Going to grab the Trainer's Mill. Acrobike again. Superior. So with the Superior, he can set up like a second Keldeo if he wants to. Looks like there's only 2 water energies. He's got 1 in hand, so he can go for a bench Secret Sword. We see Execute Propagate. We see Ultra Ball discarding a water and a egg. Probably not going to grab. Okay, going to grab the other egg here. So he's got double Propagate now when he wants to. So that's pretty busted. So we'll see probably a second. We'll probably see a Propagate here. Okay, Trainer's Mill first. Got the second Superior. Okay, there's a boss order for next turn to win the game. He's going to win the game regardless because he has like 1 prize card left. But boss order in the hand, or Lysander, sorry. Lysander in the hand is really good next turn. We'll see Superior. And let's see. You're going to grab Egg. So Superior, discard both eggs. So now Jacob can propagate both eggs every single turn if he wants to. We see 3 energies going down to the Keldeo on the bench. We're going to see a Rough Seas. We're going to see the Keldeo on the bench sip to the active. Secret Sword for 110. Protect that Keldeo with all the energies on it. And on a Misa's turn, what can he do to win here? Like, literally, I don't think there's anything Mise can do. Because he has to have Boss Order Mewtwo to even take a knockout on the bench. We see Muscle Band Shaman, Crobat do 20. Can he Quick Punch for the knockout here? He'll need Laser, Super Scoop Up, Tails. Oh, no. Does he have another Shaman? He could go Boss Order, bring up... Oh, and there we go. Mise concedes. And Jacob technically wins a World Championship in 4 turns, right? Takes game 1 in 1 turn, and then next turn wins in 3 turns. Oh, my goodness. Jacob took 4 turns to win a World Championship. So that's how you win a World Championship in 4 turns. You get toward Archie's both games, and you destroy the competition. So there we go. Not the craziest World Championship, but it is very exciting to see. Excited to see Jacob get that turn 1 Archies and all that kind of stuff. So guys, there we go. There's a Pokemon World Championship 2015. Very, very exciting. It was very cool to see. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed watching, Archie's doing his thing. Jacob representing the team and everything. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you tomorrow for another World Championship. Alrighty, bye.